World is again talking about showing their concern that India's fertility rate is declining. Why they are concerned? They are concerned not because they really want humanity to improve. They are concerned because they are getting challenges from those who are not procreating but making their life better rather than being in the vulnerable. So if you will see this data from the World Bank is saying that fertility rate was 3.35 in 2000 and now it is 1.96. Those who don't know, then they have to understand that there is a replacement rate 2.1. Generally people say that if a couple have two children, it means they are going to replace the couples after some years. So it's like a replacement rate, and one is there because you can say that somebody may have three. Okay, so it is around 2.1 replacement rate it is called, and less than that will be like population of that country or area is declining. So for now, like around 1.9 for India. So everybody is saying that India's population will start declining. So there will be shortage of labor. So their main concern is labor, and they add in that humanity declining sort of. But they do not concern about humanity because this problem actually are representing that it's the morality, it's not the fertility basically, it's the morality that's declining. And due to the declination of this morality, people are making choices to not produce more children. Very simple. People saying that education is increasing. Then what? Do you want everybody to be in ignorant condition? Do you want everybody should be uneducated so that they only keep popping out babies like they get exploited in future the way they get exploited? See, as a generation, first generation, like in India, I got education as a first generation. My parents were not that educated because they belongs to this community, right? So in India, there is a caste system, and this caste system is so prevalent that still it is haunting a lot of people. Those who are willing to express themselves against these or casteist societies, against this casteist Hindu religion, then they have to pay the prices. Either they will be isolated by different means, or they will be like abused or some sort of punishment that they think is better for downtrodden peoples. Okay, so that's a very different thing, we will talk on that. But if overall, if you will see, like even in the world this scenario is happening, and that becomes a key to like justifying that okay, throughout the world is declining, so India population is also declining. If you will see the rich countries like America, Europe, their population is declining. So it's showing that the India is developing, therefore its population is declining. No, but it's not the case for the India. Most of the Indian peoples are not procreating because of the economic situations, and the socio-economic situations make it more forcible. What are the things in India that's compelling the present generations to make this choice to either be single or let these generations to pass without children? So it's related to morality. Like, if first thing, what are the social pressure that is on the generation? Is corruption, inequality, exploitation, social harassment, superstitions. As I told you that it's not about the fertility, it's about the morality. So if we say that our Indian civilization is very old, but this civilization is depend on labor. It do not depend on the mind body liberation. It was completely depend on the exploitations of other bodies, others mind by religion. by caste system, by corruption. If you see that the corruption scenario in India is very interesting. All administrative posts are held by the feudal peoples or upper caste peoples mostly, and they inherently, you can say, are corrupt, and they want you to be corrupt. Okay, I'm not saying that everyone, but most of them are corrupt. In any department you can go and you can check. There will be a Babu who belongs to the Janeo caste, and they do not hold any morality for the institution. They do not have respect for the Indian freedom and the values we trying to acquire after that, right? And the more important here, not only about the corruption but inequality. You heard that India's 40% resources are in the hand of 1% people. So it's just the nexus of, you can say it's a nexus, and this nexus is actually creating a force to do not procreate, right? I'm not saying that those who choose spiritually will definitely not procreate. That's because you understand the world. You can check my videos if you are interested in of a spiritual choice of do not procreate. But even somebody want to make the babies, they do not want. Like, if you will see in India, a lot of people celebrate the Babas. Those Babas who belongs to these castes group, who belongs to this sacrificial group, Vedic peoples, you can say, like those Vedic who oppose the Buddha, for saying that do not believe in any religious text, do not believe in anything because your forefathers said that. Buddha said to use the rationality rather than using the text or references from your forefathers. So he is trying to bring the rationality, but everybody opposed it. So there is a history of neglecting the scientific thinking, neglecting the rational thinking. So that the civilization is holding, and after independence, people were promised that they will have to promote scientific temperament and they will get liberty in that. But nowadays, it's completely illusion. If you want to promote scientific things, then you are ignorant. You don't know anything. You should be on the downtrodden side. You do not get any opportunity in the economy. So this is the situation, and they are claiming to maintain this civilization by those principles, those casteist principles, those immoral principles, those inequality principles, right? So it's not possible that India can able to give a better life to the next generation. Okay. How we can solve this? Like, I am saying that, like, for the 30 years is not going to be solved. Suppose those who are in their 20s or 30s and want to marry and produce children, they can marry, it's not a problem. But if they want to produce children, so their children will be also get exploited, because the present scenario completely saying that India cannot improve till 2000, sorry, like in 30 coming 30 years, you can add it 56, 2056 or 2060. So you can completely say, like, until 2055 India cannot improve. So if we, those people who are in their 25 or 30s, will definitely see that their children future will be completely in dark. So even if you want to improve, reduce corruption, fight inequality, protect dignity and safety, strengthen education and science, build a just and sustainable, if we able to do these things, you know very frequently, and it's not possible because the political desires are not in support of this. They are in support of doing mosque and temple. They are in support of doing Janev Leela. So the Janev Janwars will trying to, you know, consume the India. And as I told you that there is like these superstitious peoples are dominant, scientific educations are not up to the par. So again I am saying that the situation is completely related to morality, not related to fertility. And definitely everybody have to make choice not to procreate, because procreation will lead to the exploitation of their children in this country. Definitely for the coming 30 years there is no future at all. Whatever the peoples, they can still get liberation from the philosophy of Buddha. But if they are feeling that they can live a material life in India, then completely forget about it. Their children will not able to live that. If you have resources, then definitely you can leave the country for better life for your children. But 30 years is for a struggle to make a more better India. So be the part of that instead of making the babies. Okay, bye, have a nice day.